So check this out, guys. First and foremost, FROGWIFTOOLS is a serverless bundler. That means that it's not connected to any other parts besides your own VPS. It prints fucking money. The devs, sorry, I'm getting hit up left and right because people are understanding that FROGWIFTOOLS literally is changing the game. I'm going to show you some wins of mine personally, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of walkthrough of the tool so you guys can get yourself seasoned and involved. Let's fucking go. All right, let's make some fucking money. Made 1.29 so in this bitch. Yeah. Cooking. That's how we fucking make money, guys. This is that easy. It's fucking that easy. Like, literally, like, motherfuckers. Oh, shit. We're making more money. More money. Fucking more money. Make more money. We're making more money. Oh, shit. Do we make more money? More money? That's crazy. I think I just made 1.9 soul. I think we just made 1.9 soul, everyone. 1.9 soul, $300. I'm gonna go ahead and share this profit. Oh, was it 6.24 soul? What was it? I'm gonna post to Discord anyways. Fuck it. Money's money. I think it was 1.9 though. I don't know. Go to our wallets and check. Hey, I was gonna ask you too. Yesterday we are talking about, I believe, Kinesis, and there's specifically I was talking to you about like the activity bar, and I thought to myself, you know, I think technically speaking, FROGWIFTOOLS have done a better job, and correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm correct, the total profit and loss is essentially equating to not only like basically all the wallets are currently in the project. It's able to actually metrically, just like Bullocks does, see the exact P&L of what you could be potentially out if you sold at that point, essentially, right?
Yep. So I think they probably just wrote the activity thing as is because it was probably easier to do that versus do like the functions and
Show the
math.
actual profit and loss, right?
Yep.
Because all I
Because
see
with
every
that,
day
like,
is
yeah, they with that, like, you don't can, and you'll probably see what if they if like, I'm not like I don't like read in there as much, but I'm sure you'll see people in there. If you like look at the activity, if you go off the activity amount, they don't know how much they made till like after, right? But they
right,
probably know that, all right, if I get an activity of this, then it usually is about this much, right? So they kind of do
right,
like a mental mapping, but it's like a guess, right?
yeah, for sure.
You don't really know what you have, right? And so ours,
Yeah,
it tells
true.
you the exact amount,
That's dope.
like, hey, at this exact moment, this is what you're up.
Right.
So if you sell now, like, depending on what happens in the next 1 or 2 seconds, it should be relatively this amount of like
Yep.
profit.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
You know,
And then
cool.
we have a bunch of other like stats and metrics up there, market cap, bonding curve, and then the amount you
Mm-hmm.
hold, the percentage you hold, and then all those and then the value of what you're holding too, right?
Right. I got you. Nice.
So,
Okay.
yep.
I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna
Okay,
set the
cool.
dev cell from delay for a little bit less this time for the more
Okay.
blueprint.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like 9 seconds to see what happens. Cause
Okay.
I
Cool.
saw yesterday came in and it was like, oh, we waited a little bit longer. All right, cool. So I'm gonna go back
Cool.
to the archive.
Yeah. And did you want to like actually walk through
Yeah, let's do it.
like like creating a blueprint and
We could do that.
how,
Absolutely.
like, however you wanted to do it, like, I think we've prepped it so it looks like your wallets and stuff are looking
So
like
what I
nicer
have,
and mhm.
oh, absolutely, we could do it. We could do it right now. So we can just create it. I'll start recording here.
Okay.
and this is going to be essentially the way to create a blueprint using FROGWIFTOOLS. So the blueprint is pretty much the guide to have an automation process, pretty much already in hand. So in this case, we could put frog with tools. What's a good name for this one? You think we'll use the same outliner, kind of like we did the other day? What do you think of?
Yeah, we can call it fraud with tools and give me 1 second. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Can we
Dev.
restart this? As soon as I
I'm gonna call it Dev and Go.
yeah, I'm manning the fort, man.
So what I did
Cool.
is I
All
put
right.
frog with tools, Dev and Go, number of wallets. I believe we're doing. If it was five, or was it or six?
I think we'll do we funded 4 in the dev, so 5, right?
Five. Okay, perfect. So yeah, we'll go ahead and put five here, and then it automatically brings the wallet one, which is great. Dev by will be three soul. We're gonna add a
Dev all 3, so
task.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
And
believe the
so
task with the single cell for the dev, if I'm not mistaken. Or are we
yeah,
doing
so
that?
what we'll do here, and just for people that are watching,
Yeah.
a blueprint is like when we were kind of coming up with like good features to add, talking to our users, we kind of even like went through the process ourselves, and we were just like, all right, what do we hate about this whole process, right? And
Right.
then how can we engineer solutions to kind of mitigate things that we don't like about
Right.
like launching and things like that. And the biggest thing was uh I just hated all the setup, right? Like I
Yeah.
had an idea, um, or maybe you turn on the news and Trump says like some wild shit, right?
Right.
And you're like, all
Right.
right, like this is gonna send, right? Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
this is this is the one.
Right.
Um, it just took too long to set up, right? And so
Facts.
to me it was like, all right, like if I wanted to launch, it's like it's a whole like process and shit like that. So one of the things was creating your strategies and things like that. Like, if you had to do it, for per each launch, it just takes too long, right? So we created this thing called blueprints, where you can outline your strategies,
Yep.
and basically create a reusable blueprint of your launches,
Okay.
and then apply them uh, to each launch. You can create different strategies, and then you can apply the correct strategy to whatever launch you want to do it on, right? So
Right.
we're setting up just like a little demo launch here, um, and creating a blueprint for it, a reusable blueprint. And so what we can do for this one is, we added the dev wallet, and then the buy amount. And for this, we won't bundle or snipe, and we'll highlight the automations.
Yep.
I think this is kind of like the part that interests you, and I think it will interest the users
Facts.
as well. And so let's what I like to do is I feel like I always when I'm like in the launch, I always like damn, we're here. So
Right.
sometimes like I'll forget that dev cell, right? So one thing that I like to do is I go ahead and add a task, and then go to cell token. Yep, you're already on it. And then I select the dev wallet, which is wallet one. And then I say 100%.
No, 100%. Yeah. And we'll
Yep.
do a task.
Yep. And then we'll add a trigger. So there's a few options for triggers. If you want to like click in the gear, I can talk to them. All right, so we have 4 options. It's a manual trigger, which means there's like a play button, and you can play whenever you're ready, or you can stop to end it, or kill it off altogether. There's a delay trigger. Delay is based off of seconds, and I mean you can do milliseconds or whatever, by adding decimals. Um, for this, I would say typically I do like a dev cell within X amount of seconds. I think you said you wanted to do like 9
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
8 or 9. Yeah,
Yeah, we could
cool.
do
Yeah,
nine
so we'll
seconds
sell
here.
it for that. And then before we get off this, I'll just talk about market cap and profit. Certainly for some of these other things, we might want to like add volume at a certain market cap if it hits there, right? Or maybe like you might want to sell all at a certain profit level, right? Like or sell a percentage at a certain profit level, right? You can start combining these things together, and if it starts hitting these like milestones, it will
Yeah.
automatically start firing off these tasks automatically, right? So the beauty of this, and kind of the point is like you can theoretically like chain things together
Right.
and kind of like start painting a chart, if you will.
So I had a question
And so
in
we're gonna be
regards to that.
mhm.
If you were to, for example, do a sell token on the dev wallet like we're currently doing, and let's say you did like a 9 second delay, but however, if you added another task with the same type of procedure, however, the trigger being, let's say, profit of like say one or 35% or 40%, does it find out which one does it first? Essentially, if it goes to that profit before 5 seconds, it sells automatically, or it's linear, right? Or
Yeah, so it's if you're saying like on the same wallet.
yeah,
So typically and we can like add some of these like cases if people want to do stuff like that. But for
okay,
now, it will fire off what hits first.
okay,
It will try to do the other one if the other one hits, but in theory, it will just run and fail right now because if you did like a sell 100, and you try to go sell it again at like you know 50K market cap or something, right? Like it's gonna fail because you've already sold 100% of that wallet. So
right,
we can like clean it up if that becomes like a thing and people want to like do like which one happens first, and maybe that can be its own like a trigger grouping, right? Where it's like,
okay,
hey, it that's a pretty good idea too. I think we might end up actually doing that. Where it's like, hey, if you want to do this or this first,
yeah,
you can probably like link those together. So I'm gonna make a note of that because I think that
okay.
actually could provide some
Not to
value.
give you more work, but
Um,
sorry.
no, no, we love it. Like, you can even come into our Discord and ask people. Like, people have asked us, like, we've actually implemented something like live in front of like, like users. So
That's dope.
they're just like, holy shit, like, and I mean, just like even like with Bonk, right?
Yeah.
We had a guy asking if we were gonna do Bonk on like, I think like Saturday morning.
Uh,
He had like a few tickets about Bonk, and I kind of was at first like, I don't know if I want to like do it like
right,
work
right,
wise and stuff like that.
right.
And then I ended up like taking a poll of our users
And they're like, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
some point Saturday, and we got like a lot of like responses, right? And
right,
so Saturday was a busy day, and then ended up waking up Sunday morning, met with my co-founder. I guess should we like do this? And we both had like pretty open days on
right,
Sunday.
right,
We basically knocked out Bonk and Launchpad, and did all in app. Provided it to free for our existing user base. Have it working just like we do our pump fund pump swap solution. Blueprints, triggers, all that stuff is good to go with it. And released it at some point on like well, we had it to like a few beta users on Monday, and then ended up I think releasing it on like Tuesday to our lifetime users, and then slowly are opening up trials on it. But point of it is like when we see a good idea or see like a lot of people are asking for something, we're very quick to implement. Um, and of course, life comes up, and maybe from time to time days get busy, but we're typically pretty good and pretty active in terms of speed and like kind of like providing value adds. So just people if people are interested, I know people are always interested on how quick a dev team moves, and yeah,
That's what's up.
bump we did a bonk in launchpad like under 24 hours. So if that
That's
means
sick.
anything, then and gave it to our users for free. So
But
just something to keep in mind.
hell yeah, man. That's based. Absolutely.
So let's go back to this. So
Okay.
we added the 9 second.
Oh yeah. So 9 second delay and hit
Yep,
save there.
save.
And then yeah, I
Yep,
think we're doing volume
and
now, right?
and then we can add volume, and we'll leave the volume manual, just in case we get a bunch of snipers. You don't want to send it. And we'll do two. I think we'll do two and two, right? So we'll do two. Um,
Minimum buy
we'll
amount.
do like, yeah, we'll do like two small ones and then two maybe large ones.
Oh yeah, for sure. So
So
let's go ahead and take two off here. and then we'll do two,
Yep.
two, and then with the minimum buy, we'll do point like 8 to
Point eight to
point
like.
95 or
I
9.
think you have one. I think we did 1.1 in all the wallets, right? So
Oh
we can
yeah,
do one,
1. And then minimum
and
delay, we'll
then
do, how about 0.1, 0.2 or 3?
yep. If you want them to fire right away, you can do it that way, or you can do like 1 to 2.
Okay.
Up to you.
Cool.
Um,
Sweetness. So then I'll hit add task, right?
yep. At task.
And I can just label this, for example, as
Yeah.
large volume, right? And
Yep.
then I can have that's a manual. So now I'll add another task, right? And we're gonna do a add volume, and the 4, 5, and the one here we're gonna be point 3 to point what 6?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. And then the
Yeah, that's
minimum
good.
delay, we'll do the same thing, point 1 to point 2. And that's good, no? Yep.
Yep. And actually,
It's
let's do this. Let's make
small.
that one a little slower. Just so the
Okay,
buys come in.
sweet. So small
So
volume. So we'll do, oops,
let's do
right
like
here.
2 to like 3,
Okay.
and
All
that
right.
way, we get a little bit of a stagger, and then we'll call that yeah, small volume. And like I said, you label, and let's label the dev cell too. So
All right. The
so
sales.
cool. And then
Cool.
we'll go ahead and save this.
And real quick, I just want to actually do
Yeah.
one little small thing, which is I wanted to add a sell token to the dev again and do a 50% at maybe 5 seconds or three or right or maybe at 3 seconds or
Okay.
something, and then another one at 9.
Okay.
Just because I've seen
Okay.
that get a little traction more. So
Okay.
let me just do
Yeah.
fifty
So
percent
50. Yep. That's good.
task, and then we'll add the delay for this guy down here to be, let's say, 4 seconds,
4 seconds.
and
Yep.
this is gonna be dev sales 2 or 1 our first.
We'll call it one. Right. First one. Yeah.
This
We
is
dev cell all.
dev sales all. All right.
Cool.
Bada bing, bada boom. Now I can save it, I believe, yeah.
And then go ahead and save that. And
Now
now
we have.
the nice thing is, if you ever wanted to, do the Frog with Tools Dev and Go strategy,
Yep.
for your launch, you just have to apply it, and we'll kind of like walk through that once we get to the stage. Yeah, and you can copy them too, which is
Nice.
nice because then you can kind of like expand on it. Maybe
Facts.
if you created something similar, but let's say you wanted to do only like one dev cell, right? You can just copy
Right.
it and just change that part. And so yeah, pretty neat thing. Like I
Love it.
said, plug and play and repeat. So it should help speed up launches. So now if you go to tokens,
Okay.
um
Tokens.
we can actually
That's right. All right.
it's showing your wallet on the screen. I don't know if you care.
Okay. Yeah. No. You're good. All right. Go ahead.
Cool. All right. So now I think you wanted to copy
Oh yeah. The
a token to launch.
archived.
Yeah, and so yeah, we you can
Unarchive it.
archive and unarchive. This is a token that was copied earlier using our copy feature
And now that I
on
archived it,
Frog.
by the way, I don't even have to leave it. I could just go into prepare if I'm
Yeah,
not
prepare and
mistaken.
launch. Yep, yep,
Okay. Preparing to essentially apply our blueprint.
yep,
All right. Now we're gonna go into our Dev and Go and auto
yep, and then
assign them.
auto assign. Yep,
And there we go. That's cool. I'm good with that. And now we can hit
and then hit
apply.
apply. Yep, and
And
then
boom
it loads everything
shakalaka.
for you. And then I do want to go through and we'll check one thing here because we'll like just show people that it like auto assigned everything. So if you
Okay.
go to the gears, as you can see, we had a three dev soul buy and and wallet. So so it's not, we didn't do any like bundling, so we can get rid of that. I don't know if you wanted to show like the
Oh yeah, whatever you want to. Go ahead.
right. No, it's all good. So yeah, we just have like little UI things if for like fees and stuff. In the bundling section. I think that's what Warren was trying to show, but
Right.
I think yeah. So if you, it's just like some form validation. Just to let newer users know that if anything is used, or if fees are too close to
Right.
your wallet balance and things like that, to kind of like adjust. But yeah,
Facts.
nothing too crazy there. We can just set that to delete that too, and then
For sure.
get out of this.
And if I'm not
Cool. And
mistaken, you
then
could just launch it from applying the blueprint.
yeah, you can apply the movement. I just want to show like the gears though on the
Okay. This
so you
side.
see so not that one, the
Okay.
left side, sorry. And then so yeah, see it selected your wallet 100%. This is the final dev cell, I believe.
Yep.
If you click it, the X, yep, dev cell. Oh, yep. And then this is your volume, and we set it from point 0.8 to 1, and then you can
Yep.
see we have enough. The balances show on the bottom there next to the wallets.
That's right.
And then we'll go to the second volume,
Okay. Go on to the second one now. Boom. Okay.
and then yep, boom, boom, it's all set up. And then yeah, we can check the final, make sure that um, hit the gear on the final dev cell. Just make sure we selected it was
Oh yeah.
wallet one. Yep, cool, but perfect.
Yep. Bada bing.
Yeah, so I think it looks good. We can go ahead and hit that launch button.
Beautiful.
So now we're
Beautiful.
on this launch page. Ooh. Cool. So now you see that stuff. It ran your dev cell, or 50% dev cell. You see it on the indicator.
Yep.
Um, we won't sell all yet. Just want to like
Oh yeah.
so
So it
okay,
looks
and it
like a
ran your
launch
second dev
token.
cell. So dev is fully out. Um, and then you can add volume here by hitting play. Oh
Whoa,
yeah,
what the hell just
shit.
happened?
Yeah,
Damn.
it's like I don't know. Yeah, that was crazy.
They all came in and
It's like
bought for point oh
bunch
five.
it just all came in within like the same second and then bounced. All right, so the cool thing about here is uh you can do if you like, let's say you copy something from Pump Fund, right?
Yeah.
But you don't want to launch on Pump Fund, you want to launch it on Bonk, right?
Right.
You could paste the Pump Fund contract, the mint there that you got from Pump Fund. You
Right.
could
Oh,
toggle over to Bonk, and it will basically and then use
copy the
Infinity, and it will copy that Pump Fund token, and it will convert it to what's needed
automatically.
from Bonk automatically. And so one thing you could do is like, hey, this got launched on Pump Fund and got a lot of traction. Let me just take that and move it over to Bonk,
Right.
and launch it
Right.
super quickly on Bonk. So yeah, man, the
Is that
possibility
same
are endless,
thing
like I
with
said.
Radium too?
So we're wiring that part in.
Okay.
Just like one thing with the metadata, but
Gotcha.
yeah, once I like wrap that up, that will be part of the mix too.
Nice. This is lovely, man. This is like artwork. I cannot wait to really get busy now that I'm able to essentially have full understanding and control of this this
Yeah,
full operation.
and
So it's
I
amazing.
think I always mention it. I feel like we mentioned it first last time, but I wanted to bring it up again. Yeah, we're the only software solution that is like serverless, and what this means is
That's
we
right.
have no backend, no database, no anything. It's literally just this app and
Yep.
your RPC, and then of course any of the like platforms like Bonk, Pump Fun,
Yeah.
and data from them. But yeah, we don't know anything, like we don't collect any data. It's You can feel free to use Wireshark and
Hell
anything.
yeah.
That's why we even offer like a free trial for people to kind of like check it out and like do their own verification and due diligence before purchasing something. We think that's like super important, especially for purchases that are like expensive, right? Like it's kind of
Right.
weird like you're it's like buying a car, but then the dealership's like, hey, you can't actually like try it out at all, right? Like, or you have to pay
Right.
to try it out, right? It's a little weird. So yeah, we think it's like important to offer like, a slight trial so people can like check it out, do whatever verification they need to feel comfortable before making their decision. So yeah,
Facts.
only serverless platform in the market. And yeah, like I said, we built it this way. Took longer to do it this way, of course, for safety. But we felt like it scales better because people aren't, uh, constricted to connecting to the same endpoint. It's not a single point of failure.
Yeah.
You're using like decentralized finance and doing decentralized things, but now you're connecting to, a single backend, a single app, all
Yep.
this stuff, right? And even if the companies that are hosting these tools aren't uh, going to do something malicious, people that are malicious are always like, trying to look for a window of opportunity to attack these
Facts.
apps, especially that process a lot of money, right?
Yep. Yep.
Um, and so we kind of like thought of all these things before we came up with our solution. But that's also like why why we kind of built it this way. Had to rewrite a lot of libraries and do a lot of like stuff that made it a little harder up front. But I think
For sure.
now that we're here and we've built out like all the hard stuff, it's kind of nice to see it all like come together and kind of like doing
Facts.
like the fun things now and like building some of these
Yep.
more fun features. So
I was going to ask you too.
yeah,
When it comes down, one last thing I wanted to say before we headed out here.
yeah,
When it comes to specifically, we did tagging earlier, which was wonderful. I wanted to talk a little bit in detail too about the warm up, and just so
yeah,
that users are basically affirmative as far as coming into the space. The ones that are not seasoned or whatnot can understand that the difference between tagging and warming up. And what is the
yeah.
fees that associated with the warm up for each of these?
So we don't. I think people ask us this. We collect zero fees or anything, right? Once you have the tool, we don't even know what people are like doing, right? Until like people hit us up
Right.
in their like respective. We give every like a lifetime user their own channel with us, like a dedicated line to and kind of access to us. And a lot of people use those for features and just general conversation. Sometimes
For sure.
people go on there and share what they did. And
Facts.
it's kind of crazy some of these launches that like people share with us. I mean, they like to remain anonymous and privacy and kind of that trust is very important
Right.
to us. But uh, it's crazy because like we wouldn't know unless you posted the P&L because there's no way for us to kind of like look it up, right? We don't
Yeah.
collect any of this data um, and stuff like that. But uh, yeah, back to the fees aspect, like you only pay um what you pay in like gas and like network fees to Solana.
Right.
And then of course whatever you pay to pump fund, I think it was like 1%, or maybe it's a little bit more now with the creator fees. And then I think Bonk is 1.25. But
Okay.
aside from that and the network fees and maybe whatever you pay to Jito if you use Jito, that's really it. And for warming and tagging,
Yeah.
we default to RPC because it can be done cheaper than paying like Jito fees.
Yeah.
Um, and so typically we know that people don't want to do that with through Jito. So we kind of just like default it to RPC. So
For
it's
sure.
like super cheap. And then you can select whatever amount. You can do a super small amount. It's very negligible. And then the nice thing is you can always like warm wallets and tag wallets and then archive them. Um, and
Nice.
then we've seen a lot of people like from what people have told us is like they'll like create like X amount of wallets today. They'll run a series of operations on them. They'll archive them for later.
Because
They'll rename
theoretically,
them.
they don't label as warm once you've done it. You have to kind of like notify yourself in a sense.
Yeah, and we can like add that too. We have like when we store the uh data on your machine,
Yeah.
we have like a very detailed model that has like all right, this has been tagged with this, has been tagged with that. We can definitely store
Yeah,
um that it's been warmed with X amount of transactions, things like that too. If
nice.
people do want to see that, 100% can do that. Now, we only reason we didn't upfront is I just like like just one more thing to add in terms of space, but also it's very easy just to like copy that address, or like name it and then go to GMGN and like see that.
Right,
All right, it's this many transactions and things like that. But
makes sense.
certainly, yeah, very easy to add if that is like a feature that people want or something
Okay,
people want to see. But yeah, some people will just archive and then they'll wait a few days and then they'll unarchive and be ready for their like
we're
big
ready to
drop.
go. That's dope, man. Well,
Yep.
I want to thank you, man, for today and like going over all this stuff. Like this is definitely a lot of stuff that a lot of people want to be able to tag in and jump in, but they have no like other information besides just going on YouTube and seeing. So this is good for them to
Hmm.
have that very thorough. Like I said, it's free. You can literally first get it for free and then try it out, and then you pay for it. So there's no like harm, no foul. Which is a beautiful
Yep,
situation.
exactly. Just
Yeah.
check it out, like play around with the app, just see that it works and how kind of like explore the features, ask
Yep.
questions.
I'm be
And
cooking
then
up
yeah,
on
we have a
myself. Yeah.
yeah, man. Like I said, fully serverless, so no remote database calls, no calls like other tools do. That way
And if
it's super safe, and scoped to your machine. And then yeah, man. Super excited to be
love
doing more
it.
stuff with you soon.
Absolutely.
We're
Now,
cranking out features. Mhm.
curious, just real quick, when we are fully finished with a launch like this one, for example, here,
Yeah.
um, I know I've seen a couple times in the Discord where some guys might be bullish and be like, you know what, let me go ahead and share my P&L. Is that a feature that is internally within here, or is that something that they
Yeah.
just? Yeah.
So we'll automatically display like the share P&L as soon as it's over, like it's in the positive. So if this token, like the one that you did yesterday that we
Uh huh.
like kind of did offline, that hit like, I think like within like 30 seconds
Yeah,
you
it's
made
crazy.
it, went shot up like 2 Sol.
Right.
And then Warren's a nice guy. He could have ended the demo and just took in the 2 Sol, but he was like, nah, I want to like talk through it. And then we ended up still getting like what, half a Sol,
Yeah, 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 for sure.
like after like waiting for a crazy long time, right?
Yeah,
But
they kept holding and
yeah,
believing.
so hmm so yeah, so something like that, like we can it should show like a share, like on this page you'll see like next to that archive button, it will be
Uh-huh.
like share like profit or something like that. You click on that button, it has like a little
Once you have the
graphic, and then
oh, gotcha. When the P&L is profitable,
hmm
it'll have
the
gotcha. Makes
P&L.
sense.
Yep. So
Bada bing,
we'll
bada
we'll
boom.
we'll cook up something and do like an
Love it.
actual profitable launch, and then
Yeah, I'm
like
gonna do a
show
couple of
that
them
to users.
now that I got my grasp on pretty much everything. It's pretty much a very, very well put together program. Like, it just took me a while to understand the full UI and how to work it, but like literally, this thing is like none other. And the fact that you guys are based and like continuing to update this thing, it's
Hmm.
crazy. Yeah, so I thank you so much. But we should lock in again.
Yep.
I mean, whenever you're free again, I'd love to continue these sessions so we can continue push this moment out here.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Agree. And right now we have like a special promo running. Just because we released Bonk, so you get both well, actually all three, right? So you get
Yeah,
Radium Launchpad, you get Pump Fun, Pump Swap, obviously, and then Bonk. And you get it for 15 Sol, the full product, and anything else that we build. Like I said,
Toto.
when we release new things, we didn't charge our user base, whereas in a lot of other tools will charge for all these newer features, newer platforms that come out, right? So
Yeah,
something to keep in mind when y'all are looking for tools on the market. And
A-
I'll definitely say come in our Discord, ask our users questions, and see if this is the right tool for you. But like I said,
absolutely.
I think our users like it. Always excited to get more users, especially from your channel, Warren. And then we also have like a promo running with you, where you can
Absolutely.
get access to some of Warren's time, and we'll
100%.
we'll basically pay for that session. So that 15 Sol will also get you a session with Warren too, and
Bada
that's
bing, bada
coming
boom.
out of our pocket. So
So that's something that we're gonna keep pushing. Like I said, DeFi is like a whole bunch of ADD, ADHD just running around. So they'll get the
yeah.
message after you continuously hit them over the head over and over and over and over. So
hmm
I love it, man. But thank you for your time. And like I said,
Yeah.
we'll talk in the DMs whenever you want to do another one of these, man. We'll do it. What my plan though, after I get off the phone with you, is to literally load up and just start launch. So that way I have some testimonies to tell you. We can jump into this conversation on
Yeah.
actually live plays.
Yep. And any feedback and anything that you're like noticing, or things that you want, like, yeah, we're pretty good with implementing them, and implementing them like quickly. And like I said, if people are always like, "Damn, you did it quickly," and I'm like, "Hey, you just had a good idea." It was a good idea, and we felt like everyone could
Right.
benefit from it. So we can build very quickly.
Man,
Just
I remember when there was just only like 3 or 4 tabs on the side, and when blueprints popped up, I was like, we just had that conversation literally the other day. It was crazy.
yeah, and there's a few more tabs that you're not seeing that we have, that maybe will be previewed here shortly. So just a little teaser.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, brother. Well, I'm gonna talk to you very soon,
Okay.
and thank you so much for your time. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this all edited up, and we're gonna push it out ASAP.